And we are live. Good morning, Crypto Warriors, and welcome back to the Gentlemen of Crypto, episode 1001. Here today to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community. And of course, we just had a great weekend. We had our 1000th episode. Appreciate everybody that came onto the streams. If you missed it, we had the 1000th episode. We had Reggie Middleton. We had Naja Roberts. We had so many different people at the NFTs, metaverse. We had women in crypto. We had 10x gems. I mean, we had panels all over the weekend. So make sure you go to the channel and check those out. And we got some great news stories for you today. Starting with the top story: crypto-friendly Rishi Sunak to become UK Prime Minister following Truss exit. FTX to give one-time $6 million compensation to phishing victims. Got to be careful in these streets. Firebocks launches crypto payment engine with Checkout.com and Worldpay as pilot partners. And last but not least, if you're looking for a job, here's the place: Fidelity to beef up crypto unit by another 25% with 100 new hires. But first, let's take a look at our prices for today. A lot of sideways movement, not much of Uptober, as some people call it. So Bitcoin today is at $19,322, down 0.6% on the day. Ethereum at $1,344, up 2.6% on the day. Binance Coin at 273, up 1.1% on the day. XRP at 45 cents, down 0.38% today. Cardano at 35 cents is up 2.1% today. Solana sitting at 28.69 is up 2.3%. And last but not least, rounding out the top 10 is Dogecoin at 5 cents, down 0.4% today. It's sneaking up there, as you can see, Polygon, Polkadot, sneaking up into that top 10 in price and volume. So shout out to everybody who's been holding through this bear market. It's definitely hard watching it go sideways, especially when you have a lot of people who are moon boys and don't really want to be here for a long time. So shout out to everybody who stuck through it so far. And let's take a look at some of our comments coming in right now. What's good, Warriors? Everybody joining in. Yep. Make sure you jump in that chat. Make sure you like the video, share the video with your friends. Make sure you comment afterwards for the algo. All of that to push the show up. Like I said before, make sure you check out that 1000th episode as well. So let's get into our first story for the day. Crypto-friendly Rishi Sunak to become UK Prime Minister following Truss exit. And it looks like this is becoming more of a common story where businesses and different investors, they're starting to believe more in crypto because politicians are starting to be crypto-friendly. So during his time as finance minister, Sunak unveiled plans to turn the country into an international hub for crypto. And even though that most of the time means that they want to be able to regulate it, it's still good to have somebody that at least understands that the industry is here to stay and they can try and make law. That's where the argument starts. You got to at least acknowledge it exists. And then we can make rules and figure out whether we need a sandbox or a different regulation. So Rishi Sunak, who shepherded the UK's new crypto ambitions during his time as finance minister, has been chosen to be the country's next prime minister following Liz Truss's controversial exit from office last week. Liz Truss, you can read about that, how she was basically exited from the party. But Sunak was chosen by his fellow Conservative Party members on Monday to replace Truss, who was in office for just 45 days and forced to resign after her economic stimulus plan quickly unraveled, leading to political and economic instability. And that sucks because if you're a leader at this point, you have to understand what's going on in the world. You have to have some sort of financial background or you're going to be forced to resign in 45 days. I mean, good gracious. I mean, some jobs, that's not even orientation. Damn, orientation is like 90 days at least. So quick exit there. But during his time as prime minister, he wanted to turn the UK into a crypto hub. He helped usher in the Financial Services and Markets Bill, which, if passed, could give local regulators broad power over the crypto industry. So once again, even though this is all regulations, trying to figure out how to control it, there are companies that will not enter the space unless this exists. And for those people who do not like the regulations, I want to, sort of stay away from it. That's available as well. But at least you have a leader who is forward thinking. And I don't think there's going to be much politicians in the next 5 years that can run without some sort of crypto, blockchain, Bitcoin strategy. And the best part is, even if they are doing it in the sense of government, they acknowledge it. So we're good there. Truss's government had expressed a commitment to Sunak's crypto plans, but her resignation threatened to shake things up once again. So the local crypto industry which have been in communication during his tenure, stands to welcome his appointment as the leader of the government. So a lot of changes happening in the world here and abroad. We got our elections coming up here in America, so we'll see which people actually stick to their crypto-friendly ways. You know, we got Jared Polis, you got Kathy Wood, you got Cynthia Loomis. Kathy was not a politician, sorry, but she works with a lot of them. But yeah, we got a lot of politicians coming, and they have to have the ability to understand what this market is about. So let's take a look at some comments today. Good morning, family. Casper, JB, BK Bourne, DM Carr. Looks like they're rolling in now. A little slow on the notifications. Somebody's telling me, so it's all good. Next, our next story for the day: FTX to give a one-time $6 million compensation to phishing victims. That's really a drop in the bucket for the guys over at FTX, but the founder, Sam Bankman-Fried, said the exchange won't be making a habit of compensating users that are phished by fake versions of other companies. So it's basically saying, take this little $6 million and stop crying, because from here on out, you on your own, player. And that's what this industry is, the good and the bad. You have the sovereignty, but if you lose it, it's your fault. Nobody can take accountability but you. So the FTX founder said that the exchange generally doesn't award compensation to its users phished by fake versions, but in this case will compensate users. He said it's a one-time thing, and he made that very clear when he put in all caps. You know it's serious when it's all caps. This is not a precedent, meaning this would not happen every time you get phished. But he said, but this once will do it. Roughly 6 million total. To be clear, only for FTX accounts. Hopefully other exchanges will comp theirs. But again, not a precedent. We will not be doing this going forward. And for those of you who have ever had a phishing attack or have seen phishing attacks, oh man, it can take down whole businesses and cripple you for a while unless you basically either pay the ransom or if you figure it out and have somebody in IT figure out the issue. So that is something that is very standard in regular, companies, Web2 companies, regular everyday companies that have any type of internet service. But it's even more egregious in the crypto world because people are so new to the space. Some people are greedy. They want to try every new thing, so they just click on every link that they receive. Not a good practice to have at all. And Bankman-Fried published a blog post detailing his thoughts on crypto that included a proposal he dubbed the 5-to-5 standard, where hackers keep either 5 million or 5% of the amount they've stolen, whatever is smaller. So it seems like the hackers are getting so good, they've started to concede, like, all right, man, just take what you want. But as long as it doesn't cost us more than 5 million, we're pretty good. So if it's not more than 5 million, that exchanges make that a day. I mean, that's nothing to them. So that's actually pretty good on his part, but they have sort of conceded to the hackers. Not good to see though. So one thing with that story as well is if you're on another exchange and you have a phishing attack, most likely they're not going to reward you. So we'll give them kudos for that 6 million, but just a drop in a hat. I'm sure that was pocket change. He pulled that out of his back pocket and was like, all right, man, here you go, brokies. You can have the 6 million for phishing attacks. Because it probably wasn't big name people that got phished. It probably was just a lot of people, and they had small amounts of crypto. So let's see who we got in the chat. Casper Holstein, JB, BK Bourne, DM Carr, Wendy Nichols. Oh yeah, Alpha Robbins. Yeah, DM Carr. Yeah, they're serious attacks. Yeah, I mean, any attack on any exchange is serious. Phishing attacks, because they're trying to find ways to hit the mother lode, so to say. And we just saw Binance. They got hacked for 110 million, and they tried to ask for 500 more. Like, good gracious. So you got to be careful out here in these streets. Let's get to our next story for the day. Pretty slow day, actually. Not much going on. But of course, in the bear market, we still make it work. Firebocks to launch a crypto payment engine with Checkout.com and Worldpay as pilot partners. And it states here, Checkout.com settled 1 billion in stablecoin transactions during its initial pilot phase of payments engine. And of course, pilot phases can show you where you're doing good at, where you need some help at or some work. And it looks as though they've had a successful pilot phase. The digital asset custody platform Firebocks has launched this new payment engine for merchants, open up pathways for businesses to settle and accept cryptocurrency transactions across jurisdictions. So this is something they have called turnkey solutions. And we need as many business solutions as we can get. Usually, if businesses are pigeonholed into 1 or 2 solutions, that's how you get what we have now. Every business has a debit card machine now. It used to be, some did, some didn't, until it became a natural thing. Now you don't go anywhere where, I mean, even if you go to a farmer's market, they got a way for you to pay with a card. But I think crypto is gradually getting to that point as well as we go through the store value era with Bitcoin, moving towards the payments era. This is very necessary. The platform supports cross-border, internal settlement, micro payments, and merchant adoption with lower processing fees. He said that they were token agnostic, which I kind of prefer that, because as much as I love Bitcoin, how many people are actually going to pay you? If what you have is valuable to give away my Bitcoin, it's very far and few between. It's only a few things that I would spend it on. But for other cryptos, yeah, sure, why not? That and CBDCs and stable coins, they'll probably be better to transact anyway. Not as much a store of value or a better form of money, but being token agnostic works well, and they can use any of the 42 blockchains and 1,300 plus tokens that they support. So 1,300 options to pay. That is, we're in a new day, people. No longer is it one or two options. It is 1,300 plus. So no matter what you use, no matter what crypto, and I mean, that's one of the things that I've said in the market is that you kind of have to be token agnostic when you do payment processors, simply because if you accept everything, you basically have the market cornered as far as payments. And every company that does this, they'll be getting most of the transaction volume. So shout out to Firebocks, shout out to checkout.com and Worldpay as their pilot partners. And we'll see how it goes in the future. We know that payment processors have come and gone. I mean, I've seen at least a dozen or so that have come and have gone on their merry way. So it's good to see the payments industry still taking off. And let's take a look at some of our comments. Let's see. Chris Minka, what's up? Simple Brown, where y'all been? Took a little break before the 1,000 show, but we're back daily, Monday through Friday at 10-ish. And shout out to all our warriors. We're back active in the Discord, back active with everything as well with the masterclass, and got some great sponsorships coming as well. So everything we're firing on all engines right now, making sure we get this information out and staying the longest running daily show in crypto history. So Kadeem K, yo, Mr. Big 1K, but welcome back, crypto fan. Yep, make sure you check out the 1,000 show, epic show. Reggie came on, Reggie Middleton, Naja Roberts. We had Trek on at the DGen hour. We got a new show, Crypto After Dark, only for the DGen, so check that out as well. Shout out to Jared Covey, Howdy Strangers. Yeah, man, it's make sure you have on those notifications so you can start getting them. The algorithm has to pick it back up once you start back being consistent. So let's jump into our last story. Nice story for the day to end off on. Those of you who may be looking for jobs in the industry, well, if you're looking for a reputable company, Fidelity doesn't get much more reputable than that. So Fidelity to beef up crypto unit by another 25% with 100 new hires. And if you're one of those 100 lucky people to be able to work with Fidelity, shout out to you. And it states here, the digital assets division within Fidelity will have around 500 total staff members by the first quarter of 2023. And I have consulted Fidelity back in the past, and more specifically Fidelity's digital assets division. And one of the things I saw is that the people they hire love Bitcoin and love crypto. Like, they love the industry. It's not just people who know it or who have knowledge about it. They really love the industry. And the reason why they're going forward with a lot of the things is because most of the people they hire are top in the world. So I know we got some great, super smart people in the chat, some of our warriors. Let's get some at Fidelity. We got some people that watch us that work at all different types of companies. Shout out to Kaylee. She actually just got a job with Xverse app. Let's see, it's a bunch of people that's gotten jobs over the years. We should have them all back on so they can tell people, but just a love for crypto and having that background knowledge definitely will work. And as you know, Fidelity is a huge $4.5 trillion asset management firm, and it's set to hire another 100 people to bolster their digital assets division. And a stark contrast to the recent squeezing out of crypto talent, maybe a nod to some of the companies that have fired people to downgrade and to make sure that they have things in order. Search on the job board currently shows 74 live results for digital asset related positions, which covers areas in blockchain technology, business analysis, customer service, finance and accounting, product development, and corporate services, including compliance. So it's not I'm a developer so I can get a job. I'm not a developer so I can't. Those days are gone, people. As we've been stating for years, any industry that you're in, for the most part, you can apply crypto to it. So even if you're looking for a job, if you have a background in finance, if you have a background in product development, corporate services, compliance, if you're a lawyer, I'm sure they have some accounting in there as well. I mean, even if you're at the lowest level, again, customer service, there are people who could do customer service remote And you can actually learn a lot doing customer service, either typing it or talking to people on the phone. You learn a lot because you have to have the answers for people with questions you don't know yet. So that is one of the ways. If you don't know, teaching people is one of the best ways to learn. Customer service is there as well. Almost all of the current listers are based in the U.S. Majority are in Boston headquarters, New York, Texas, Colorado, and Utah. Hopefully, they got some of those remote positions popping as well. And the new roles will be situated between the U.S., the U.K., and Ireland. So as everybody is, basically laying people off, Fidelity is on a hiring spree, and I think that they know something that the other companies that are starting to beef up their hiring as well. You're starting to see it now. I think we're somewhere close to the bottom of the market. I don't think we're there yet completely, but we must be somewhere close when you start seeing the corporations ramping up. I mean, we can have small businesses doing stuff, but when the corporations are doing it, they know what's coming. So they like to be in place during that time. So let's take a look at some of the comments. Chris Minka, I missed you guys. I talked to my normie friends and drive them crazy. Only true Bitcoiners understand what we're talking about. Hey, man, your day will come. There will come a day where they will be beating down your door for information. Trust me, I've seen it over and over again. So DM Car, I'm going to check it out. Thanks again, Zay. Appreciate you. Bose, please show me the socks on the master man feet and the stank everyone sweaty dress socks. I love to see you. What? Yeah, don't know what that is. Virgo, what up? What up, Warriors? Shout out to all the Warriors who are in the chat, the Warriors who are on Discord, and the Warriors who checked out our 1000th show this weekend. Epic weekend. We had different panels, different hosts for all different types of subjects. If you want to 10x, if you want to be in DeFi, NFTs, Web3, if you want to live the DGen life, crypto after dark, doesn't matter. Or if you want to celebrate the 1000th show, just go back and make sure you watch that. So shout out to everybody that is watching today. And we will be back on consistently Monday through Friday, taking this show to the new heights and doing way more stuff going into the year 2023. So shout out to everybody who joined in today. This is a shorter show, not much news today, but I am Isaiah Jackson, aka Bitcoin Zay. Glad to bring you this news for today. Thank you. Hit that like tax, 5252 crypto. Oh yeah, best show in the industry. Make sure you reach out to some of the other shows. If people in the comments, just keep reaching out to other shows. We'll start having other people on. If they'll get back to us, I think they've seen some of our content and realize we don't lay down easily and just accept what people are talking about. But hopefully they'll come on the stream. We can get some more people in there as well. So shout out to everybody that's watching today. That is our news for today on the Gentlemen of Crypto. Make sure to tune in Monday through Friday at 10ish, and we will be back on tomorrow. So have a good day and have a great Monday. Start the week off well, people. Cheers.